for our second bonus episode. Adam's face right now. He did not like that.
I loved it.
That was great. I liked it. Keep it. Keep rolling.
You gotta get more of a. Yeah.
I have small lips.
You do.
I can only do so much.
Anyways, we're doing a holiday extravaganza
Yes.
What?
episode.
Yes,
Yes.
that is our bonus episode.
I was like, we're not doing a shopping spree. What are you talking about?
Not yet, we're not.
Not yet. Yeah.
Do people do 4th of July shopping sprees?
I don't know.
I do beforehand to get all my alcohols and my.
Your alcohols,
there
your
you
hot
go.
dogs,
Yeah.
your baked beans,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Are we cowboys?
Your fireworks, obviously.
Are we cowboys?
Yes.
I've never purchased fireworks ever in my life.
I mean, neither have
Really?
I, but that would be the one shopping extravaganza people would do for the 4th of July.
I've definitely done it, but
Tim's like, I purchase fireworks every week.
Yeah, Tim and
all
I
the
have
time.
taken apart bottle rockets and lit the gunpowder inside on fire once.
Yeah.
Oh my.
We built a whole little set and everything.
Yeah, it's true.
So proud.
I know. Anywho, Tim,
Yeah.
what's our social medias like?
Oh,
These
right.
days.
We just kind of went off on a tangent there, didn't we? Well, if you're not aware, we are on social media. You can find us pretty much anywhere. Instagram, Twitter, stuff like that, at FlipperFlix, because, yeah,
That's only a little needed.
only a little bit. So if you're looking for us, we post there frequently, updates, whatnot, little hints of what we're going to watch, so you guys can tag along, watch with us. Little treats here and there, so look us up.
Do it.
And then we also typically release our episodes
Oh,
at
yeah,
1
I guess
p.m.
I
on
noticed that,
Thursday
but
on podcasts wherever they find you
Yeah.
and hunt you down.
it's true.
Yeah, that's what podcasts
But
do.
this is a bonus episode.
Yeah.
So it's coming out today.
The 4th of July. Woo!
Woo!
Na, 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 na.
Is that?
And for our holiday extravaganza episode, we watched National Holiday Extravaganza episode.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Oh, okay. I did
Helium
not.
E.
I get it. Okay.
I got
Anyways.
you. Keep going.
We watched National Treasure. Dun dun dun. Who would steal the What? Oh, he said, huh. That threw me off. I was like, no, we definitely watched that.
We definitely watched it, yes.
That's the one that
But
we
yeah,
picked.
so if you've not heard of this movie from, I believe, 2004, Sam's shaking
Who
her head.
knows?
Something.
I'm not Google.
A
it's
historian
older than that.
racist. It might be 2001.
It's in the early 2000s.
It's early 2000s. Yay!
Because I was
I
a
think it's the
child when I
90s.
saw this.
No, it's not the 90s.
I would like to.
Okay.
But any hoodle poodle, the
I just want to
synopsis
keep interrupting him.
A historian races to find the legendary Templar treasure before a team of mercenaries.
Yes, because when else should you watch a movie about someone stealing the Declaration of Independence, if not on the 4th of July?
Right,
Like, is
yeah.
it even applicable any other time?
You can also watch a episode of Always Sunny, but we'll get into that later.
Very much so. Very much so. Now,
So
Sam.
this is on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, Disney Plus. If you guys need to find
scattered
it,
today. Oh boy, we have no grounding right now.
It's been a while since
Adam,
we've all
carry us.
chatted.
I'm gonna try. I get a little sidetracked easily too here, but really,
Sorry.
she clears her throat whenever I speak now.
It's not on purpose. I
She just
promise.
stares at me and does it too. Anywho, I hate using that, but we're going to. Sam, what were your expectations? Because you saw this as a child.
Okay, well, first off, spoilers. Let's cover that.
Yeah.
Second off, let's cover the ratings.
Oh yeah, the ratings. It got a 6.8 out of 10 on IMDb.
Okay, that's pretty decent.
46% by critics.
Eh?
76% by the audience.
That's pretty
We're going up
better
there.
than I thought it
Yeah,
was
we're
going to
getting
be.
better. We're getting better.
Then Google, as always, 91%.
Thanks, Google.
Natural.
You're really helping people pick movies with your 90%.
It's just like every movie is amazing. Watch all of these
Watch
now.
every single one.
Now, Sam, what is your initial expectations of a movie that you saw? Probably 10 years ago was the most recent, right?
Yeah.
At the most recent.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched it.
Because the second
it's
one
not something I watch frequently.
The second one came out in 08.
Yeah, it was a little bit far behind.
So
let's say I probably watched it in 2008 to get myself pumped for the second one.
Because I think your dad owned it, so.
Probably. Okay, what were we talking about? Expectations.
Yes.
I remember liking this film as a child, but Adam has roasted me on multiple occasions for liking this film, so I was also prepared to have my childhood ruined.
Oh,
so
no.
That's kind of where I netted out. Tim, what were your expectations?
I remember liking it, and I remember, like, when it came out, there was a lot of hype behind it.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people enjoyed it, so I couldn't fully remember the movie. Like, obviously you remember, like, the things that happened that were big, like they found it and stuff like that. But, yeah, I expected to enjoy it. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I like to tease Sam about this movie just because Nicolas Cage is absolutely ridiculous in every film he does.
Oh, yeah,
just
naturally.
the faces, his deliveries. So any movie with Nick Cage, I kind of like laugh at in a sense. This included. That being said, I did watch this and enjoy this as a kid.
So what you're saying is you roasted me for no reason for the past
Oh, I was
years.
a very hypocritical roaster here. It was just fun to
That's what I'm
tease you.
hearing.
I'm glad we established that.
We had to get that out of the gate. But to start the movie, we're going to just go in.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, thread that needle.
Mm-hmm.
We start with Christopher Plummer that's his real life name. Let's use his character name.
Yeah, I was like, who was named Christopher Plummer?
Yeah, like,
Sorry, John Adams Gates.
That's so great. Their names.
With his grandson, Benjamin Franklin Gates.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you freaking
God.
kidding me?
They were very
That was
into
cringy.
history.
Yeah.
They were into history. What's funny is they weren't like even part of the group. They just got like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna die and I can't tell anybody else this because my boy Andrew Jackson's not at home right now.
Yes, I have that. Like, okay, it's 18, whatever the
32.
heck. 32.
Yeah.
Where are you if you're not at the White House? Like, what are you possibly doing?
I don't
in
know. Andrew
1832?
Jackson's got his things that he does, and he wasn't very well liked, so he's probably in hiding. Yep.
Okay, but I'm just saying, in 1832, the White House is probably the most bomb house you've been in, and you're not there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, anywho,
they're the treasures from the Templars, which, by the way, all of my understanding of Templars comes from like Assassin's Creed, which is totally 100% legitimate.
definitely.
They're the bad guys.
Verified.
But I'm pretty sure the Templars are the ones that started the Holy War that set the Dark Ages, like set us back into the Dark Ages.
Probably.
Who knows?
Good theory, yeah.
We'll believe you.
Yeah.
I thought that's who it was. Who started the Crusades?
They did.
The Templars.
I'm saying this was zero knowledge.
You were going to say the Catholics.
Yeah, I was,
Who
but I
are the
didn't wanna-
Templars?
You are the
Okay, I was
Templars,
like,
yeah.
I didn't want to throw people under the bus.
Yes, the Templars are the ones who started the Holy War, the Crusades, and they just fucked the world.
Oh.
Real good. Real good.
Real good. We set ourselves back.
That's why it's in
Oh,
a
good.
church.
Yes. The Templars with their giant red cross on
I
themselves.
thought, okay, hold on. I'm going to show how dumb I am. I thought that the Templars and the Masons were like craftsmen. Is that not a
Masons
thing?
were Masons
Yeah.
originally.
Oh, they're not
I
the
don't
same
think.
thing?
I think this is a fictional. I want to say a fictional connection.
Okay.
Now that being said, George Washington being a Mason, I didn't do my research. That could be
Pretty
legitimate.
sure that's a thing. I always
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, the Masons have been around forever.
Yeah.
Illuminati,
Exclusive club.
the Shriners. My grandpa was a Mason.
Yeah.
So they're not the same as the Templars, or they are?
The Templars.
just messing
The
this
Templars.
up?
I think the Templars created the Masons.
Okay.
I don't know.
Somebody Google it and tell us, please.
Hit us up on Instagram and Twitter, and be like, "You guys need to go learn your histories. Go to a library,
Yeah.
specifically the Library of Congress."
Yeah, that looks pretty dope.
That was, yeah.
Do you think it's the? He said, he being Benjamin Franklin Gates, aka Nick Cage,
Yes.
aka knower of all history except for one little fact.
Yeah, he just like pulls it out of his brain whenever he needs it. Like he's so good at
He's a
history.
fanatic,
And
yeah.
Except he doesn't know about daylight savings time, dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah. What an idiot.
World War II.
Ruined the whole movie.
It just
Unbelievable.
destroyed it all. But he said that the Library of Congress is the world's largest library. True or false? Tim.
I feel like there's a larger one that I've heard of, so I'm gonna go with false.
Sam.
False.
It is true.
What?
You lied to me. You're a liar.
No, I Googled it right before because I was like...
Google lied to you?
I was like, I don't believe it. Now, if the Library of Alexandria was not burned to the ground...
Yeah.
See? Told you.
That's the one Tim was thinking of.
I think, wasn't that by the Templars, the Catholics, burnt down, Sam?
Dude, I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought it was just an
They did it so that they could hide the treasure better or something. I don't know.
Obviously.
Duh.
They just really didn't like Alexander the Great, so they were like, fuck him.
Alexander
I'm gonna burn
the
it down.
Great.
Well, you want to know the other unbelievable part about this movie is that
They stole the
jump
Declaration
ahead.
of Independence?
No, that they went to Urban Outfitters to get their clothing, and then they
For
all
$200?
put on for $200, and they all put on like 3 shirts. Like
Yeah,
she put on
they
like
did. Yeah.
a cami, a shirt, and an outer layer jacket. Which I'm gonna tell you, unless 2000s prices were way different,
Yeah.
that cost an arm and an ass, as
Yeah.
well as his outfit, which was basically 2 jackets. He had on 2 jackets, and there was no indication that it was cold outside.
Right.
I know. And it gets funnier because apparently the retail value of his watch was
The scuba one?
$8,500.
What?
Damn.
Yeah, it was a Rolex.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and he put it as collateral for $100.
Yeah, he just at that point was like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
I just like that he was like, I dive with it. It's like, or whatever. His
That
whole
It's
was
speech
dive
was.
certified.
Points. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's dive certified. I promise it's worth at least that. Like, jeez Louise. And I think that was just a great scene all around because I really love Riley. I've always loved Riley.
Oh,
Yes.
Justin Bartha
Yes.
is amazing.
Yeah, and he's still really
Doug.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug from The Hangover. And when he knows daylight savings and he doesn't, and he's like, wait, I know
Oh
a
my
fact
God,
about
yeah.
history that you guys don't know. Let me just revel in it and stand here for a few minutes. Like, wow,
I
this
just
is
want you
great.
to know Sam has done this to me.
Yeah, I really identify
Because-
with that.
I'm a knower of random things, and then when she knows something I don't, she's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I usually use the line from Pirates of the Caribbean. Did everybody see that? Because I will not be doing that again. That's kind of like what Riley does here, which
Yeah,
I thought was really great.
No, I liked
Yeah.
him all throughout the film because it was just like all his quips and stuff were just great. Everything he
Yes.
did, he delivered them great. It was so good.
Now, he is not in Lara Croft Tomb Raider with Angie.
Okay.
Now, there is a character similar to him, though.
Okay.
Like, just like the dark-haired, like, tiny, like scrawny, nerdy guy that helps do all the sciencey stuff.
I thought Seth Green was in.
Seth Green is in it, but there's another guy, too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's confusing.
So you just wanted to clarify that is not, in fact, Doug.
That is not Doug. It's other Doug.
Well, I think they were popular at the time because is Seth Green in The Italian Job, but he was another, like, nerdy little,
He was?
like,
I have no idea.
computer guy that's, like, a sidekick in the Italian Job remake.
Yeah, and
so,
then
like, at that time, I feel like that was
Yeah.
just, like, the unsung hero, the nerd.
the nerd. The scrawny little guy.
But to go back to that scene, I loved how the girl behind the counter was like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
he
She's
said
great.
something. Yeah. Like, oh, do you know, yada, yada, yada. And then she's just like, no.
Cool.
Yeah,
Like,
whatever.
I loved it.
I know. Now, we're going to the attire that Sam brought up. I'm gonna hop back to when they landed in the Arctic, like not the opening scene, because at the opening, it was when he was a little kid.
Right.
Right.
But like when we first see Nick Cage,
As
they
an
got these ridiculous sunglasses.
They
Yeah.
do.
Like, hey, you guys all have matching sunglasses.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That's part of the team. You had to get the matching sunglasses.
Yeah,
Part
and
of
then-
the treasure hunting team.
Sean Bean's got his California surfer do going.
I know, I
And
loved
I'm
it.
like, what the shit is going on with this movie?
I totally forgot that Scene Bean was in it until he came on screen, and I was
I
like,
love it.
oh, nice. And then I just feel like it's a wild card role for him.
It is.
Because
yeah.
he doesn't die. And so, like,
That is on the spoilers trivia, like, facts about this movie. Sean Bean does not die.
yeah, because, like, it's few and
Well, it's
far
also
between.
he's the bad
Go ahead.
guy, which he doesn't play a bad guy a lot, which he did well.
Yeah.
But like, it makes me sad he was a bad guy because he just seems like such a good guy, and he's always good as a good guy. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it was very conflicting to watch because you really like his character and you're like, man.
Sean, snap out of it.
Yeah.
You're a good man, Sean.
We promise.
Yeah, Sean. Oh, Mr. Bean. I've got some facts about him I can talk about. But that's because Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones have kind of just catapulted him.
Yeah. Well, since you went back to the wherever they were in the Arctic.
Utah. It was Utah. That's where they filmed. But it was in the Arctic.
Wherever they claimed the Charlotte ship was.
Yeah.
I have a couple things there. So.
Do you?
I had to find them.
Okay, here's my thing because you can't find it.
Okay.
He's doing the metal detector to find a wooden ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is like 3 inches below the snow.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I was so confused. I was like, you're going to have to excavate for a while.
Right.
Oh, no, I'm done.
Yeah, it's pretty much
shovel a
already
little
done.
bit. All right, got it. We're good.
God, I found it, guys. But then when they find it, like, pull out later, it's completely, like, they completely dug it out. I was like,
Yeah.
also, that ship would be filled, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine, because, I don't know. I have a lot of issues with this movie in this terms of these kind of things, but it's like a lot of movies do that just for the sake of the movie. So
True.
you have to kind of like, I don't know, halt reality, whatever, however you want to say that, but
You got to step into the movie, into the world of the movie, and just remove reality.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know what Sam's line is. Do you need to say it, or did you find it?
Yeah.
Okay, you can go.
I cannot suspend reality.
That's what it is. Suspend reality.
When they find the pipe, and he like stabs himself and uses the blood to reveal the inscription as his ink. Like, I mean, I guess I don't expect him to have like a jar of ink on him, but I was like, this is just way too hardcore for a guy that's named Benjamin Franklin.
Gates.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's supposed to be played off as like a fanatic, right? Like their whole family were fanatics, so yeah.
That being said,
so you think he's hardcore enough to? Well, obviously he is. But I was like, really?
I get what you're saying though, but yeah.
I want to say like, how much do you think his dad went in and looked for all this history shit? Because the note fucking said Charlotte. Like the family didn't find shit for like 4 generations.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not very much because he was like not into it, right?
No, he was into it. He lost
for
20 years to it.
Yeah.
Oh. What the fuck was he doing?
Right, and then you gotta think his grandfather was trying to do it, John Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like generations of these gates have been searching for it with no luck. And then one guy that's super fanatic that has like 3 master's degrees. He was in the Navy.
Yeah, well, maybe they were making progress and we just don't see that, right? Like, his dad kept saying, like...
They kept saying it was clue after clue, though, and I'm like, you had one clue. It was called Charlotte.
Yeah.
Is there more clues?
No, I agree with that bit, but I also, like, try to think of it, or was trying to rationalize it by saying they had found enough, and, like, it led up to this person being able to find it for the family, but at the same time, you're right. They only had one clue, and he's like, it just leads to clue after clue after clue. It's like, but you didn't get anywhere. He's the only one that got anywhere, so yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's just kind of silly.
Yeah.
The note that Sam said was not what I expected her to say, because she was freaking out when he first finds like the name of the boat and then he pours the water on it, and she's like, "That's not. It's gonna freeze."
Right. Yeah. That was another beef point that I had.
Or the fact that he literally uncovered the only part that had the name on it, like, right away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sam's trying to suspend reality.
Yeah.
She could not.
Yeah.
I have a part that I'm sure made Tim eye roll into the next building.
Oh, yeah?
When that same scene, when they pull the gun on him, and the bad guy hesitates, right? Right? Like, he doesn't shoot him. He's just like... It's not Scene Bean, it's whoever his little henchman is.
Yeah, one guy.
And they're just like, movie could have been over, you know? Just shoot him. Boom, boom.
Boom,
Yeah.
boom.
They could go get the Declaration of Independence, call it a day.
But they didn't know if there was going to be another clue.
Yeah, they were like, well...
They're bad at solving clues.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Well, he said that Ian is actually pretty intelligent, Sean Bean's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish he was.
It was like, well, yeah, he knew to go to Philadelphia right away.
Yeah.
Which, questionable. Why did he go to Philly?
Why not?
Wait, why did he go to Philly?
I don't know.
Why not?
He just was like, I'm gonna look at these letters that I don't know about. Oh, silence.
Well, no. He saw the...
Oh, the capital letter. There we go.
He was intelligent. We'll
Yeah.
give him that. Because he was writing it down and saw the capital letter and was like, oh, they're in Philadelphia. So
I had to remind Sam on one thing, though. Because we're still in the Arctic Circle or whatever.
Right.
She was just like, why did he... Like, he caught the flare, right? And then his hand goes up in flames. She's like, what the hell? And I was
Yeah.
like, gunpowder
Yeah.
all over his hand.
Yeah.
She was like, you got it. But my question is, why didn't he like tossed it? Like
Right.
he didn't chuck it at it. He just was like, catch. And then he catches it.
Yeah.
I was like, the fuck was your plan, man? Like, you just tossed it at it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, there was
Yeah.
another scene like that later on in the movie where he tosses it like very easily. I don't know if it was the Declaration or something else, and I was like, they just made easy throws in this movie, but whatever.
Yeah.
We'll allow it, I guess. I can pick up in Philly, since we already kind of touched on that.
Mhm.
So I have another point of beef, which is not even, it's like a minuscule point of beef, right? Like, it's once again, like, just me being nitpicky.
Right.
But when he's being chased by the henchman, Sean Bean's henchman, I almost
Right.
called him
Ian?
San Bon.
Sean Bond.
I'm, like, determined not to say his name correctly because it's funny to me. Anywho, his people are chasing Nick Cage. And there's a point where he hits an intersection and he walks diagonally through the
Yeah.
intersection.
Yeah.
And there's not a single car that, like, stops or honks or almost hits him. And I was like, I mean, I get it. It was a cool scene for, like, the way that the chase went, but
Yeah.
And how he like
it was
sprinted.
utterly ridiculous.
And then they caught up to him immediately, but then they could never actually catch him.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like they destroyed so much ground, and then they could never finish it until
Yeah.
he's on a rooftop. Which I gotta say, when Ben threw the Declaration of Independence map holder thingy, like the poster card holder, Dudesky checks it. Props to him.
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
I was proud of him.
Most of the time, they just take it and be like, I got the map. Not the map, but...
Yeah, most of the time they do take it, and then, like, a couple scenes later, they're like, oh, foiled.
Son of a-
I'm
And
glad
then they
didn't
get
do that.
murdered by the leader.
Yeah. Well, see, he was smart. He knew he would get murdered by the leader, so he just checked
True.
it already.
He's like, you know what?
Let me just nip this in the bud right
Yeah.
here.
I saw what happened to the last guy.
Yeah.
He honestly seemed, until the end, he seemed pretty like not trustworthy, loyal to his goons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, good for you, Ian.
Well, even towards the end, he seemed very loyal because he's talking about killing the main people, right? Like Nicolas Cage and the girl and Riley. And he goes, do you think that I care about your lives any more than Shaw's or whoever just fell to his death? And I
Yeah.
was like, damn.
Yeah, and that's when I was like, I thought you cared.
Yeah.
I thought you cared.
So he was a good bad guy boss.
He's a good bad guy.
Good guy.
Good guy, bad guy, good. I don't know.
So when he was going to go tip, when he was they were trying to tip off like the FBI, Homeland Security, the hot girl, as Doug calls her, Riley. I thought I wrote Ridley down. I was like, it's not Ridley.
That ain't right.
But yeah, what'd you think of their outfits? You got Ridley in a light gray suit with Converse,
Yes.
and then you got Ben in was it just a blazer, some blue jeans,
Yeah.
hiking boots, in a white shirt.
And his hair was like a mess. I don't know. I cringed when I saw Nick Cage in that. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
people wear, even to this day, like Converse and gym shoes with
Their suits.
Yeah.
But, like, that Nick Cage look was like...
For some weird
I
reason,
don't
but
know.
A
people
little
wear
bit of a
jeans
yikes.
with a blazer all the time.
Yeah, no, they do. It reminds me of, like, I can't even describe it. It kind of reminds me of, like, a Florida man who, like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but, like, an old Florida man who's retired and has nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Except try to pick up chicks, and, like, he's not aware of how ridiculous he looks.
Right, yeah.
I don't know why. That's just the
can see
vibe that I get.
Yeah. I can see that.
When they were doing the heist scene to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Yes.
Did you guys notice the two different sound waves that they had going on? When they showed bad guys, they had a different, like, dun 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 dun.
Oh.
And then when Nick Cage was
Yeah.
doing, they were like do 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 do, like had like a calmer tone.
No, I didn't notice that. That's
Yeah.
Well,
They also had. Go ahead, Tim.
I was just going to say, backing up a little bit to when they went and looked at the Declaration, I'm going to tell you right now, you ain't walking up to that and there's nobody around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I've been there, I've watched it, and
Yeah.
it's always fucking crowded. Like, there's no way you're standing next to that thing and just be like, yes, I'm going to read this right now and check it out.
Right?
It's crowded as, oh, yeah. So that
What about
part
8 a.m. on a Tuesday?
No, yeah,
It's still crowded.
It's always
Yeah.
busy.
That place is crowded.
What is it?
Yeah.
The National Archives?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's where it is.
Yeah. I've only been to DC once, and it was briefly.
yeah.
Yeah, I really loved when Riley said, "Oh, you had to get past all these people," and he mentions 8th graders on their field trip. I was like, "Shout out! I did that."
Right?
Always
Yeah.
8th graders.
Yeah, the multiple
That's
times.
the
I mean,
funny-
that's where they go.
Yeah, our school did 8th grade.
Yeah.
Yep.
You had to be in the honor society, junior honor society, though.
Oh.
You had to be the smart kid.
Otherwise, you can't see the Declaration of Independence. But guess what? When you're in 8th grade, if you're like me and you're super short then, like you are now, you still can't see it.
Yeah. Did you know that you can see, like, when you go to a concert, there's a band there, Sam?
Yes. That was hard.
It's a joke because she's short.
Yeah.
Okay, anywho. I'm glad that you jumped back in time in the movie-wise, because when they go to tell Abigail that the Declaration of Independence is going to be stolen, he keeps poking.
She's looking down.
I like to look down. Anywho, and she asks, I'm looking up now,
Thank
if you
you.
can tell a difference, tweet at us so that Adam can have some confirmation, vindication. I don't know what word I'm looking for. Anywho, they go to tell Abigail the Declaration's going to be stolen. And she's like, "You're treasure hunters, aren't you?" Like, what the fuck?
What?
How many treasure hunters a day
Yeah.
does she see?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
do you know any treasure hunters? Like, that was just very odd wording.
I think Tim is a treasure hunter. He just hasn't admitted it to us yet. Keeps it on the DL.
Yeah, don't be exposing his secrets.
He might have Ian.
Treasure what?
What is this treasure seeker thingy you're talking about? That sounds
no,
very
I
interesting.
do not know of no seeking.
Anywho, I just thought that was ridiculous.
I'm going back to the heist scene. So first off, he just has Photoshop, which is expensive as hell, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he just like easily just bip bam boom just makes his own little key card to like get in and everything. I'm like, I don't think it's that easy. Like, do you think you've got a nice camera, Sam? Do you think his zoom could have gotten that great of pixels, or did he pull a CSI enhance?
Well, I was looking at that, and like whatever picture he took of the badge and then zoomed in, it was like super blurry, and then his face was super clear. But at the end of the day, the guy's not sitting there staring at it, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's just
Yeah.
looking to make sure it says the name and it has a picture.
Right.
And preferably that the picture matches your face. But, you know, like, your IDs don't have you with long hair, so
That's true.
I don't know how crazy they are about it. But yes, I was thinking a little bit how unbelievable that scene was. Because also when he, like, drags it in, it, like, clearly doesn't fit in the box, right?
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, I'd buy that. And I'm like, that was cheesy. Okay.
Yeah.
And then once he finally gets in, he doesn't just casually walk into the bathroom. He kicks that door in. I'm like,
Yeah.
why did you kick the door?
Yeah.
Why
What
not?
did it do to you?
He just wanted to make sure that he scared whoever was in there. So they go running, screaming out, right? Maybe.
Maybe.
I thought it was odd that he kicked it.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going with this though.
Dang!
I've got like 3 more notes
You
about
have
just
so much
this.
beef.
It's not. Well, that was beef. But this one, I
Maybe it's
I kind of foreshadowed this, but when he finally meets up with Abigail at the gala, is that the hot girl?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I loved that line.
How's she look?
How's she look
How's she
tonight?
looking?
And then he's like, let's have a toast to high treason. I'm like, you're giving yourself away there, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, that whole speech was so crazy.
He was like, oh yeah. Super
I
like
get
socially
where
awkward is how it came off. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I get where he's going with it, and it probably all is true, but like, that, like, could you imagine if somebody was telling you that? You'd be like, I gotta go find my friend. Okay, bye.
Yeah, the dude that just rolled up. First off, he checked out her ass earlier.
Did he?
Yeah, when she's like putting the key code. Either he was looking away / looking at her ass at the same time, or he was just straight up taking a look.
Well,
'Cause she was typing in her code.
you mean the keyboard that comes out of the wall?
That was pretty sweet. I need a keyboard that does that.
But in all heist movies, there is usually, like, a keyboard that comes out of a wall or a keypad. So, like, I get it. But I was like, really? You couldn't have just done a keypad? That technology wasn't around in the 90s or 2000s yet.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then my third note on that scene. Yes, I had 3
Damn,
notes on
in
this.
that one scene.
I wanted to
Adam
note
busy.
that Ben Gates drinks that champagne like I drink my champagne on New Year's Eve.
He just shoots it.
I just take it all in at once and I'm like, I'm done.
Done.
I'm not a big champagne drinker.
Yeah.
Apparently, neither is he.
Well, he had somewhere to go. Paul Brown had somewhere to go, which also I got beef with that.
Yeah.
Not a single person was like, Paul Brown?
Right.
Oh, are you related to like Cincinnati Bengals Paul Brown / Cleveland Browns, who are literally named after Paul Brown? Nobody. I'm like, none of you guys are football fans. That's kind of ridiculous.
They're
Isn't Paul
all
Brown, like,
historians.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tim.
But isn't Paul Brown like also somebody in history?
Probably. I mean,
Maybe.
it's a
I
very
mean-
nondescript name.
Yeah.
But recency bias, everybody would go with Paul Brown, like the NFL coach / owner.
Probably.
Only if they know that he
Mind you,
did.
we're from Cincinnati, so
Right. I would not know that otherwise.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I honestly would not if it wasn't for living in the area, and yeah, I wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
So debunked.
just-
Ha!
yeah, we'll
That's
just
only a slider patty.
it's a small patty.
It's
a
been
small patty.
downgraded. A White Castle patty.
Yeah.
Adam's not happy about it.
I know.
No, I know.
Your,
Well, I
your
have
beef
some
got unbeefed or veganized. I don't know. What you want
Yes, it's an impossible Whopper at this point. He's really not like that.
No, I'm just trying to read my notes here.
He's just
I'm
so
reading my
silent.
notes here.
Okay. Shots fired on your beef.
So there
Okay.
are a lot of
Go ahead.
Riley quotes. Do you guys have any favorites?
Is that that hot girl?
That's
Is
your
my
favorite?
That was a good one.
What was
I
a
just,
good one?
I liked the one, like I was saying, when they were in Urban Outfitters and he knew. What was yours, Tim?
I had two, but I can't remember the one of them. But he responds with delicious jams and jellies.
Yeah!
Oh,
Yeah.
it was something about the preservatives. They
Yes, yeah.
It was the preservatives room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what that's for? Delicious jams and jellies. Yeah.
That was a good one.
That was so
Oh,
good.
I forgot I had another one, so we'll bounce back and then we'll give him his next one. Don't go by me. I broke my shoelace today.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a bad
And they were
omen.
like, what?
Apparently a bad omen.
Yeah.
I-
I loved that one
oh
too.
my, yeah.
I think that's what like sets the stage for him, right? Like, was that in the Arctic or was that?
It
later
was.
That was in
I don't know, I
the
think-
car, in his dad's car, I believe.
on? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you? No. This is like fourth down. This is when they're in the car going to like find Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty early.
It was still
Yeah.
early. Now, have you ever broken a shoelace?
No,
Yes.
I don't think so.
What? Wow, I've never broken one.
I've broken several.
Tim, you got bad omens following you, dude.
Bad
Break them
omens.
all the time.
Oh
Will
no.
be.
Mind you, I wear flip flops only, and those do break on me. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you've had quite a few straps.
I
break,
hate
so it's
flip-flops.
probably the same thing.
I know I've seen you walk in them. It's honestly hilarious because it took me like 15 years of knowing you to see you wear flip flops once.
Yeah.
and you looked uncomfortable.
I hate them so much. Yeah.
I can still picture you walking.
It was so great.
That's how iconic it is.
I know. All right, tweet us, Instagram us. Let us know if you need to see Tim walk in flip-flops. We got a very long list of Tim videos.
Like, this seems like the easier one of all of them.
Yeah, of all videos that we've asked you to do.
I think this one's pretty easy.
Oh, gosh.
All right. And now, what was your other quote from Riley?
So he's like, the one guy says, how do they build all this with hand tools? And Riley's like, same as they did the pyramids and everything else, the aliens helped them or something like that.
Yeah!
Yes!
I loved that one.
That one was probably my top one. It was so good.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that Riley should be on that new show, The Floor is Lava, on Netflix.
Yeah? I
Okay.
haven't watched it.
Because he just, like, leaps that whole distance to get, like, because it was, like, falling, and he just jumps
Yeah, he
and
was like,
goes
screw
for
this,
it.
I'm out. And he just jumps to that
Oh, like when they
platform.
were under the
Yeah,
church and they were
yeah.
in, like, the elevator. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Sam's got this. Sam really likes The Floor is Lava TV show.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
watched
I'm a
it
little...
yet.
I mean,
It's pretty good, yeah.
It's trash TV, but I like
Trash
it.
TV at its finest. But I'm going to be honest, if I could go and do it, I would. We need a third, Tim.
Yeah, well, you know.
We'll
Here
be the
I
Flipper Flexers.
Yeah, there you go.
And they'll be like, what the hell does that mean? Oh, we have a podcast. Go look us
Search
up!
on social media.
Yeah. But, fuck.
322, my idea. And that Sam's over here sitting around like looking, National Treasure, my idea.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say was along the lines of Riley's, like, one-liners. This wasn't really a one-liner. It was more of, like, a speech. But it was in the Arctic, and that guy was just, like, asking him about something or other. And he just totally schools him in, like, the way that ships were made or something like that. Do you guys remember that scene?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just felt like he should have dropped a mic at the end of that. And I agreed with that.
Just like,
Exactly.
mic
like
dropped.
that. But I do have some beef in the heist scene of the Declaration of Independence, which is probably...
We just keep rolling back to that because, you know, it's a major component of the movie.
Yeah, but this is my last point. And I don't... It might be an impossible
So
whopper.
far.
Yeah. He's in the gift shop, and he only has, like, $32, and it costs, like, $35. Mm-hmm. And the lady goes, we take Visa. Yeah. And I'm like, did people need to say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It used to, when Visa was first coming out, it didn't have a very strong following because the companies would get charged for every charge.
So then what was the first, like, charge card that was widely accepted
American
if
Express,
it wasn't?
I think.
Really? Because now they don't even accept American Express.
It might have been Visa. I think it was Visa. I don't know. I'm not a banker.
But I was like, of all the ones, like, to be like, oh, we accept Visa, I just thought that was odd, unless they were trying to say, like...
She looked in his wallet and it said Visa right there.
Oh. I don't know. I didn't like it, because I don't know that in the 2000s...
I don't know. My mom was still paying
weren't
with
that
checks around
prevalent.
that time.
So was mine, I guess.
Not Visa.
Okay, fine. See, I told you it might turn into an impossible whopper.
I tried to tell you not to bring it up earlier.
We've come so far in 20 years from going to, like, all cash to, like, all card.
Yeah.
Look at that go.
I want you guys to know, though, something else Sam didn't like was that when they were doing the split-up plan, she did not like the plan. She was like, this is a stupid plan. They're going to get caught.
Yes.
And you know what? They did.
Yes. I thought, so Nicolas Cage, this is in Philly. He takes the empty poster carrier, right? And he goes one way. Mm-hmm. And
he also had the glasses.
And he had the glasses. And April... No, her name's not April.
Abigail.
I was going to say April Ludgate, and I know that's not who she
Wow.
is. Like,
you don't even watch Parks and Rec anymore.
She doesn't even look like that. I don't know how I got there. And Abigail and Riley take the actual Declaration of Independence. And I was like, there are 3 of you. How about you give Riley the glasses,
right.
Nick the holder, and her the thing, and then, like, come on.
Yeah, I don't know
why did he have to have 2 things?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a bad plan.
That was a very terrible plan.
That's some actual beef.
But
it's some actual beef?
Part of the whole encompassing story or whatever. I don't know.
I'm
not going to defend it, but yeah.
Suspend reality.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I don't do that for any other movie.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't
anymore.
really either. So.
I'm really bad at it. Like, I try. Actually, that's a lie. Lord of the Rings, I am in it to win it.
Yeah.
I am in the Shire. I am walking to Mount Doom.
But that's a different reality.
I know.
True.
I'm not going into a different version of my own reality. I'm not
Right.
fracturing. Ayo.
You mean you don't get concerned about the fact that Sam, Frodo, and Gollum never ate that potato stew?
No, I'm not part of that group, Sam.
I think about that often.
You do not. You do now. You read that on the internet.
I did. I stole that from the internet. But
I
it's
don't
just
even know what you're talking about.
Oh, the potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. We just want them raw.
And wriggling. Nope.
What?
So it's when... Why... I'm not going down this rabbit hole right now. I'm going to ask you a question.
Let's just say that there are people out there that don't suspend their disbelief even for Lord of the Rings. Now go ahead.
How do you put out the fire in the temple that lit up the whole temple at the end? He
the gunpowder trails?
Yeah. That he just that's going to go out and then nobody else is going to be able to do it ever again. It's a one-time use thing.
Oh, you're right.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Tim?
Are you talking about all the lanterns and stuff that they lit?
No.
The end at the treasure room, they get to the main treasure room, right? And then there's this whole big bowl that he lights of gunpowder, and then there's a
and then it lights it all up.
Yeah.
Now, that's a one-time use sort of deal.
Yeah.
Because it's I just thought it was funny. I was like, okay, that's great. Now who's going to light it up next? How are you going to do it next time?
Well,
Nobody.
they were just going to
cleaned out all the treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But when they built it, it was thought to be people might go down there more.
Right.
Maybe.
Well, no.
Was it?
They were.
No.
It was hidden so that if it was found, it would only be found once. They weren't gonna. They intentionally hid it. Yeah. So it wouldn't be found.
That's true. I just thought it was funny. Huh?
Yeah.
How are you gonna relight it?
Yeah.
We don't care about that.
Now we have great Riley quotes. I want to say the worst quote in the whole movie.
Oh.
And
are
it
you
is
sure
delivered.
that you can pick it out?
In my opinion, it was the cheesiest quote. It was by Benjamin Franklin Gates.
Well, who
Shocking.
else would it have been by?
He finally sees Abigail. Come here. Kisses her.
Yeah.
Why doesn't any? But then followed up by a great quote. Why doesn't anybody ever do that to me or whatever?
Why does that never work out for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And it was just oh my god. The come here, I don't know. It was just so I don't know.
Forced?
So cheesy.
Forced. I just put my hand on my face and just shook it.
Yeah.
But I liked it because I was like, dude, you could have done that to her. She might not have been as down with it. But all he does is say, come here, and grabs her and forces a kiss.
Yeah.
Dude could make that happen more often if he wanted to. It just might not work out.
It wouldn't.
At all.
No.
No.
It would be a bad time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. We're at the end. Treasure's been given back out.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, would you have bought a car? Would that be your 0.5%?
I don't think that's, judging by the house and stuff, I don't think that's all his money.
Yeah, they got about $50 million.
Yeah.
Each.
So.
The two.
Yeah, I would have bought more than one car.
Now, can you name, as our residential car expert?
Do you want my dream list of cars?
No, I want you to name exactly what car he drove off in.
Was it a 458 Ferrari?
Incorrect. A Ferrari 360 Spider.
Yeah, see, they go up in numbers. I don't know Ferraris that well, but...
Because you're not going to drive one anytime soon?
I might try and buy a Testarossa. That's not real. I'm
that's
not
a
going
car.
to do that. I'm not going to try and do that.
That's a car, I guess.
If I were to buy one, that would be it. And you can get them for I don't. It depends, but 80,000 to 100. And the reason I wouldn't try and invest into one is because the service on them is $25,000.
What? Dang.
Yeah, to get those things serviced every once in a while is $25,000. And I'm like, I'm out. Bye bye.
Too much.
Yeah.
That's fun, I guess.
I'll pass.
Yeah.
Not that I could afford the car in the first place, but
I like to get it serviced sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah, I would like to. Yeah. Oh my.
I guess that's why nobody drives those cars. They're not daily drivers.
That's partially because that one's older. The newer ones aren't as bad, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So, now, Nicolas Cage bought a house. Now, that house actually has a lot of meaning. And he was trying to tell it to Riley. Don't care. Drives off.
Yeah, I love that.
The house was Charles Carroll. Charles Carroll. That's right. Yeah, that guy. You're like, who the fuck is Charles Carroll? He was in one of the opening scenes. He was telling the Gates heir, like the original dude, the guy that signed the Declaration of Independence and was the last living member.
Yeah.
He is the one. That is his old house.
Oh.
So I was like, nice. And you could tell it had the nice symmetry. That was a thing back in the day.
Yeah, coming full circle.
Yeah, I liked that. I really did like that detail.
Yeah, that was cool.
I know I shit on a lot of things, but that was nice.
Yeah.
Well, and I also liked that Riley was like, it belonged to some old dude who did something and then drives off. Like,
it was a
that
great
just made
line
it so
from
much
him.
Better.
Now, Tim, do you have anything? I'm going to do some facts real quick if you don't have anything.
Let's see here. I'm sure I've got some other stuff on my list. Yeah, okay. So did you guys notice the bad guys were really bad at shooting?
Yes.
Why would they be good?
They don't know how to hold a gun. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, no.
The hired goons.
They don't know how to hold a gun.
The henchmen were not.
And that's
very
all I'll
good.
say about that.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
And then, like, the taser scene when they break into the thing,
Yeah.
and, like, tasers don't do that.
Yeah,
They don't just
he, like,
knock
got knocked
you out. Like,
I was a little skeptical of that scene, but I was like, I've not been tasered, so...
I have. They don't do that. It was willing, though. It wasn't any...
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, no,
You don't
tasers,
do that
it's
for
like
fun?
it's think of like a cramp, a muscle cramp.
Ow.
It's just like, or like a muscle spasm. That's what they do.
But all over.
Depending on where you get hit, yeah.
Okay.
That guy wouldn't have felt it that much, necessarily. He would have, like, felt it in his abs, mostly.
Also, why wouldn't the people guarding the Declaration of Independence / the entire National Archives not be wearing more like... I don't know. I would assume they'd be armored.
A vest of some kind, probably.
Like
Yeah,
Kevlar?
Also more than one.
it depends. Yeah,
the
more
guy
than one
points
guy.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good question. I don't know.
Right? Okay, Sam? Any other... You had one, you said, right?
Oh, yeah. I just was...
Well, you pointed to me. You're like, one.
What? Yeah. Anywho, my last note was just that, is it sad that, like, the music still got me hyped up? Like, I still remembered,
it's
like,
great.
the theme song. I didn't know that I remembered it until it came on, and I was like, oh, yeah, I really liked this song.
Yeah.
And I just thought the music was good throughout.
So
It still is.
when you say that,
Go
that
ahead.
reminds me of something I had too, because the music was good. But when they first showed the monuments, I looked away for a second to type something in my phone as like because that's where I put my notes. And as soon as I looked away, I swear I was starting to hear the Avengers theme song. And because I looked
That's
up, like, what?
interesting.
Huh?
You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
That's
I was like,
interesting.
hold up. And it was literally just like the first few notes when they go to the first monuments or whatever. And I was like, and then it just immediately was gone. So I was like, oh, it's a different song. But it was just the first few notes. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm watching a different movie. It's like, it was really strange. Just a really odd phenomenon. I don't know.
Tim actually just has a habit of just turning Avengers on.
Yeah, true.
Hence this issue.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I actually thought it sounded like something else, too. I thought it sounded more piratesy,
Yeah.
but I don't know that it really did. Like, that might have just been, like, it definitely sounds familiar. So maybe it was in one of those movies, or
Maybe it was
or not.
Gladiator.
Yeah, maybe it was Gladiator.
Gladiator.
It was very reminiscent of another film. That's for
Pirates
sure.
and Gladiator sound very similar.
Yeah.
Look it up if you don't believe me. That being said, did you know that when they go into the dead end treasure room, like where they sent Sean Bean off, that they use sounds from Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh, well, now I
there
don't
you
feel
go.
as
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. So I'm just sitting here with this big old smirk laughing at Sam because she doesn't know this yet.
Yeah.
She didn't know that yet.
Well, I'm not crazy. Tim's the crazy one.
Tim's the
Yeah,
crazy
this-
one.
This is accurate, probably. Yeah. I would give you that one.
All right. Did you guys know that this is the first film that was allowed to film in the Phillies Independence Hall?
That's cool.
No.
Yeah, first one ever.
Weird and cool, but
Yep. So not only did Benjamin Franklin Gates, John Adams Gates, there was also Patrick Henry Gates, another person involved with the signing of the Declaration of the Independence. Yep.
of dependence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the dad's name also was a person of it.
Nice.
And then Abigail Chase is named after Abigail Adams
Okay.
and Samuel Chase,
Okay.
another member that signed.
Wow.
The initial rough cut, according to the director, John Turteltaub.
Yeah, I liked his name.
Yeah.
He said it was 4 hours.
Dang.
The first cut. The first rough cut. So, like, he went down, cut everything he thought he needed to, and he was like, oh, that's 240 minutes.
That's crazy.
Oops.
What else could have possibly been in there?
I don't know.
Maybe more history nuggets like
Probably.
Yeah. Probably more Nicolas Cage rants. Nick rants. Ian Ho. I'm going to call him Ho. He is named after a British general from the Revolutionary War.
that. Okay.
If you have this on DVD, there's a way to enter 405, and a secret master code will come up, and you get extra features
What?
on
what?
the DVD.
I tell you,
Where would you
DVDs
enter
were
that?
so much cooler.
Yeah.
I mean, my remote has numbers on it.
Do you just do it on like the main
I think you do it on the main page.
But where? Where would you
Yeah.
just like enter that randomly? You just type it when it's like on the main
Yeah.
page? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you get to do some features, and they have mini games throughout it. It's crazy.
What? What?
Interesting.
Yep.
Why don't they do this anymore?
I don't know.
I'm really sad.
Yeah.
Then there is a series of spin-off novels that exist
Oh,
that
okay.
Disney helped produce,
Classic.
and there is a Disney Plus series coming. It's in development. It's in the works.
What?
That being said, Sam was like, did they ever make the third one?
Yeah.
That's also in the works with the original director.
Dang.
Turteltaub is coming back.
Well, okay, so I remember seeing the second one, but what is it about? Do you remember?
I don't know.
Did you guys see it?
The Eiffel Tower, no, Statue of Liberty is involved, and then they go to the French Statue of Liberty,
Okay.
which makes sense because France gave us ours.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, they go outside the U.S., but they're bringing back the original cast.
Oh.
Like,
Dang.
yeah, all
Nice.
of them are signed on.
Scene Bean, come back.
Well, no, I don't think the villain is.
Why not?
I mean, the good guys.
Why not?
Excuse me.
I don't know.
Where do I petition? This?
I am no longer
Where do I
watching
boycott?
this.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I have two last questions for you before I get to the cast.
Okay.
How many men signed the Declaration of Independence?
56.
Yep.
Tim?
Didn't he say 56?
Didn't say 55?
I thought he said 56.
I wrote down 55.
Okay, well, I think he said 56.
55 and a half it is.
Is that the real number?
No, I
It's
actually
okay.
did
The
think it
night
was
janitor
55.
snuck in and signed it.
Yeah, he's just like, you know what, I want to
Yeah.
just write it in here real quick. Uh-huh.
Okay. Anywho.
And then...
What was your fact around that, though?
No, that was my fact.
Oh.
And then my other question is, if you had to choose... We're going to play, like, you know, the... What is it? Fuck, Marry, Kill game? We're not going to play that. We're going to play a new one. We're going to have hire,
Okay.
assist, kill.
Okay.
So you're going to either hire this treasure hunter, like assist them in trying to get treasure,
Okay.
or you're going to kill them.
Okay.
Your three options are Benjamin Franklin Gates,
Okay.
Lara Croft, Tomb Raider,
Okay.
or Indiana Jones. Go, Tim.
Oh, my.
Oh shoot, that's tough actually. Because
Do you need Sam
you
to
threw
jump?
Indy in there. I'm gonna have to say hire Indy, marry Laura.
That wasn't an option.
Mary is not an option.
I know it's not, but I'm changing it. And obviously
That counts as assisting, right?
Yeah, I forgot what the options were anyway, but
Benjamin Franklin Gates.
well, no, I
Is
I
you-
meant to.
You're going to kill him, right?
Yeah, I guess
That's who you're marrying, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even let you finish.
Okay, so Sam, we know the ending of Tim's story. What about you?
So mine is close to Tim's, but a little bit different. No marrying.
No marriage. You sure? Benjamin Franklin Gates has a nice house.
Ew.
Ew.
So I am going to hire Laura Croft, assist Indy, and obviously kill Ben Gates. Who needs his, like, uppity, like, he's just so condescending.
Yeah.
But
He is.
anywho, what about yours?
Mine matches yours completely.
Oh, really?
I would want to hang out with Indiana Jones. Laura Croft, what the hell ever she does, for some weird reason, brings about the end of times.
Yeah,
I don't want to be involved in that.
I mean, so does
her.
Indy though. In
That's
one of
true.
them, what is it? The Raiders of the Lost Ark. So like, I don't know, but I just think it would be
but
fun
then I get to
work
hang out
under
with
him.
Gimli if we go to that one.
Yeah.
Everything goes back to Lord of the Rings.
Anywho.
That was all I've got. I'm gonna
was
go
a
to the
good question.
cast.
I like
Do it.
All right. Did you guys know Benjamin Franklin Gates was played by Nicolas Cage?
Shit.
He was in movies such as Face Off,
Yes.
I love
Gone
that
in
movie.
60 Seconds,
I love that movie.
Kick-Ass.
I love that movie.
I know. He was
Con
a
Air.
Con
I love
Air.
that movie. Okay,
Tim's
I
in
don't
love
love
with
that
this
movie,
guy.
but that one's an okay one.
National Treasures 2, Book of Secrets.
You know, I don't really remember that one.
And then he has a small part in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Never
Okay.
watched it.
He's also in a movie called Joe.
Let's just cut this short. He's in a lot of movies, probably all of them. He's in all of them. He's like Samuel Jackson. You're just in
Somewhere
all of
in the
them.
Now,
background.
it gets even better. He's going to be playing in a new TV series, a mockumentary.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
He's going to be Joe Exotic.
No way.
Yes, he is
Get
Joe
that out of
Exotic.
here. I hate that show. And now we don't watch that.
You should. He's a terrible person.
Oh
What?
my
A
god.
mockumentary sounds amazing.
Oh, I think it's gonna be
That's
hilarious.
gonna be amazing. I hated Joe Exotic. That Tiger King show. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I hated all
Now,
of that.
Abigail Chase was played by Diane Kruger.
She looks familiar. Is she
Yeah.
in anything else?
She is in a few other things. She's in Inglourious Bastards.
Mm-hmm.
She is the blonde girl that goes down into the basement scene.
She's the actress.
One of the best scenes. Yeah, she's the actress.
Okay.
It's one of the best
Wait,
scenes.
she's not the actor.
I'm a
just
push show.
Kidding. Continue.
She is in we've not seen this, but she's in Welcome to Marwen,
Oh, okay. That's right.
and she is Helen of Troy in
Yes.
Troy.
She is. That's where I recognize
I really
her
wish
face.
you guys could have seen what
Oh my.
Sam just did with her hands.
I love that movie. Scene Bean's in that too. Sorry. I
Yes,
stole
he
your-
is. You stole my thunder.
Sorry.
But she was actually born in Germany,
Yeah.
and when she's like, "Yeah, my accent's from this,"
Oh,
part
that's her like.
Hello, motorcycle.
right?
That's her real.
Yeah, that's her
accent.
actual accent. Like it's from that area,
That's cool.
and she did most of her own stunts for this film.
Look at her go.
You go.
Yeah,
Hardcore.
crazy. Like, there's that one scene where she's like hanging from a goddamn door
Yeah.
Yeah.
of the food truck.
Yeah.
And then Riley Poole is played by Justin Bartha. Now, Justin, not in much, but he will always be Doug
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
The Hangover.
Definitely.
And then he's in a TV show called The New Normal, and then another one called The Good Fight.
Okay.
Don't think I've seen or heard of it. I don't think I've heard of him.
Yeah.
Ian Howe, or Ho, however you want to say it, because I like to call him a Ho, is Sean Bean,
Yep.
Sean Bond.
San Bon.
He is in...
SB.
Did you guys know he's Boromir in Lord of the Rings?
Whoa.
What?
He's Odysseus in Troy.
What?
Weird.
He is in Black Death.
I have never
Don't
heard
know
of
what
this
that
man.
is.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
either.
but it's apparently a very good film.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does he die?
I don't know. I just assume he does. In another movie he doesn't die in, Percy Jackson films, he's Zeus.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, drum roll, he's in the new show Snowpiercer.
Ooh.
okay.
Yeah, and TNT, he is Mr. Warford.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
the guy at the end.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wilford or whatever?
Wilford, yeah, something like that. I can't ever
Yeah.
remember. But yeah, he's a character in that, and that's exciting because I want to watch the show. It's on TNT.
Yeah. He's in.
And I don't have cable.
He's in the movie Equilibrium.
Oh.
If you've never seen
With
that.
Denzel?
Huh?
I have not seen that.
Is that the one with Denzel?
No. It's Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
It's in the future after a
Oh, I
massive
thought-
war, and then people are forced to take drugs so that they don't have emotion. And then he's
Oh,
what's called a
it's just like
Templar,
now.
and they hunt people that have emotions.
Oh. He
Dang.
just wants everybody to be on Xanax.
Yeah, pretty much.
I want to see this movie now. Anyhow.
We got Patrick Henry Gates. It's played by John Voight. John Voight is a very big actor.
Yeah, he
From the
looked
past,
familiar.
though.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Midnight Cowboy.
Okay.
Now, I've not seen that, so I'm going to name some other movies that I have seen, which is Anaconda, #1 horror film as a child.
Yes.
He's the bad guy. That's not a snake. He's
the snake.
He's Shaw in Fantastic Beasts. He's in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Sean?
Shaw. He's the publisher of the...
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Nice.
that guy. Sadusky. Okay, Sadusky is played by Harvey Keitel. Now, both of you are sitting here like, with your blank faces.
Mm-hmm.
Why do that name sounds familiar? And Adam has brought it up before.
It does
because
not.
he is also new. Yeah, for some weird reason, we all forget that he is Sport in Taxi Driver.
Oh!
Like the FBI agent that's at the end, the main one. Yeah, that's Sport.
I'm still lost.
Okay, in Taxi Driver,
Yeah.
you know Sport.
No.
He's the dude with the long hair. He was
He had
he was
the
the
bell
pimp.
bottoms.
He was the
Oh,
pimp.
yeah. Gotcha
With
now.
his
Gotcha. Yep.
Cocaine finger.
I
The
knew
coke
I
finger.
recognized. Okay, now that's why he looks familiar. Okay, I gotcha.
He is in.
Wow, did you guys know
he's
he was in this movie?
Crazy, crazy. He is in Moonrise Kingdom as well.
What?
Yeah, he's in most of his films. I said this in Taxi Driver.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like we probably went over
And
this.
he's in most of the Tarantino films as well.
Okay.
But he's in Pulp Fiction and Isle of Dogs.
Yeah.
And apparently, National Treasure.
And apparently National Treasure. And he's in the second one, and he's going to be in the third one.
I feel like you did say this. I'm getting deja vu.
Okay, and then John Adam Gates is played by Christopher Plummer. Do you know who Christopher Plummer is?
I have heard his name,
I have
but I
too.
don't know if I have heard this name before his episode or just that you said it.
Okay,
earlier.
I'm going to say it's... Tim, you've not seen this movie. Well, at least you haven't seen this movie since I've talked to you last. His last name is Thromby.
Oh, Knives Out.
Thornberry?
Yes, he is...
Nigel!
Nigel
Smashing Marianne.
Smashing Marion. No, he's not Nigel Thornberry.
He's the main.
He
Thromby,
is... Well,
right?
he's Mr. Thromby in Knives Out. He's like... When you see it,
The
you'll
head
know
of
it.
the household.
He's in The Sound of Music.
What?
Yeah.
He looks like he would be in The Sound of Music.
He's like some general dude. I've not seen The Sound of Music.
I have.
I've been to
Multiple
where it was
times.
filmed.
Yes, we have.
Really, Tim?
Yeah.
I know, we were all together. Plus one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Taylor.
The Hills Were Alive.
And then he is in he has a voice in the movie Up.
Huh.
Who does he voice? Carl Fredricksen?
No, I think he's the villain.
Oh. I don't remember that guy's name, but
And
the
then
villain.
now this is a shout out. I've not watched this show that much, but Agent Colfax, he's one of the FBI guys. He's played by Eric King. He is the main character in Dexter, or a secondary character. He's in a lot of episodes,
Okay.
but I've not seen Dexter. Well, I've seen episodes. I've not seen the show though. The director, John Turteltaub. Turteltaub. He did Cool Runnings.
Oh.
Very popular Disney film.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
He did 2 episodes of Sam's new show, Zoe's Infinite Playlist or whatever.
Nice.
And he did Sorcerer's Apprentice. Got to work with Nicky Poo Poo again. That's the one.
I was like, I do not remember this.
Sorcerer's
movie.
Apprentice is a movie where it's got Jay Baruchel, the guy that plays Hiccup,
Oh.
awkward guy. He is an apprentice to Nicolas Cage, who is the sorcerer.
I feel like I kind of remember seeing something about this movie.
Yeah, and then he did a movie called Phenomenon.
I've heard that.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Interesting.
Nice.
So, anywho, we don't have to spin any wheels because this was a bonus episode. And thank you for joining us on our Oh, mine's nowhere near me.
I always have mine ready.
Just in case.
Just in case. But yeah, we had our first holiday extravaganza episode.
Yes, so happy 4th of July to all of you people in the U.S., to you people that are listening to us that aren't from the U.S. That's fine, just watch this movie.
Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah, shit. We didn't say. Would you flip it on?
Oh!
We skipped it. I
Oh
skipped
my
it.
goodness.
Tim, would you flip it on?
Laura Croft was not in it. Neither was Indy, but yes.
I would also flip it on. And if you like historical nonsense from Nicolas Cage, flip it on. If you like the Declaration of Independence being stolen, flip it on.
If you like lemons, flip it on.
If you like a double twist ending with a cherry
Yeah.
on top.
Double twist. Yeah, that's true. If you like Harvey Keitel, flip it on because he's always in all these random movies.
Or Scene Bean.
Or Sean Bean. If you want to see Sean Bean survive, flip it on. Like that's outrageous. Why did we let him live?
If you want to see people put on an ridiculous amount of clothing in Urban Outfitters,
while holding an
somehow pay for it
$8,000
with
watch.
$200.
Yeah. And if you like a sassy sidekick.
Yes, for sure. Riley is one of the best sassy sidekicks.
Yeah, he was so good.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
And don't blow off your fingers.
What?
Fireworks. Happy 4th!